Yep.
Okay, now
Awesome.
we're recording. That's
Now we're
awesome.
recording. Awesome. So what are you doing with your loyal customers? How are you reaching out with them, Joanne? What mode of communication are you choosing?
Actually, texting and emailing a little. Yeah. So, because I did try to call a couple of them, and they would go to voicemail or whatever, and so I would leave a message, but then they wouldn't call me back or whatever. So then that's when I tried to text, so my first thing was to call. I did try to call. And then when they, there was no response or would go to voicemail, I then text. And some would go, text me back and say, it's not a good time right now, maybe after tax, when I get my money, it's them kind of things,
Okay.
So then I wait a couple of weeks, and then, I kind of go back and say, hey, is this a better time kind of thing, But, yeah, so that's kind of what I've been doing lately,
Yeah, I agree. Text, I think, is the number one way to connect with people, because people don't pick up the phone anymore. They just, we're busy. So a text, I always get better response. The number one way is texting, and then Facebook messaging, I think, are my second. Email is the very least do I ever get people come back to me with emailing.
Yeah.
And when I do make phone calls, if I happen to catch them, but I really think texting is it works for people.
Yeah.
It fits in a busy life, and they can just quickly send you back a message. One of the good things that's going to happen this week on Wednesday at 12:15, I am doing my weekly webinar, which is going to be like this through Zoom, with Colleen LaBanca, who's our product guru. She's the one who has a whole holistic background of homeopathic knowledge. And whenever she speaks, she's like a mini Dr. Don, and she is just so knowledgeable about what the product does, but not only what it does, why it does it, because of the way it's formulated. She'll really dive into the formulation and why the combination of the ingredients do something to the body that make you have this result. So she's amazing, and we're going to start doing once a month. I'm going to do a webinar with her, and it's going to be for our loyal customers. So you're going to want to invite your loyal customers and say, hey, we're having a product, knowledge type webinar. If you're free, we do it around the lunch hour for people that work, and then we record it so that you can also get it out to your loyal customers. But it's also going to be a point of contact, a reason to reach out to your loyal customers, to send them that information. And so we're going to start off this week as our first one we're doing, and I told her I really feel led to do the system. We're going to go over what the It Works system is, and it's going to include all the products that are in there. So it's the wrap, the greens, the ThermoFit, the cleanse, and is that it? Wrap, cleanse, ThermoFit, and greens. Yeah. So those 4 things we're going to go through, because people, once the weather gets warm, I know we're getting snow tomorrow too, but people are going to just get a little nervous about that, have to get their bathing suit on. So this is something that we can really start pushing for people that want to lose weight for the summer. So signing them up as a loyal now, starting with the system, and then seeing if they can afford to finish it out. It's going to be great. Now, the other thing is, for anybody that might be a new loyal customer that listens to it and wants to try the system, but they can't afford it, they can sign up for like Fat Fighters for $23 as a loyal customer. They can host a party, whether it be online or in home. And then all of the people that sign up as a loyal customer at their party will go through their hostess, their loyal customer referral link. So for the newbies here on the call, when a loyal customer signs up, she has 30 days to invite people to become a loyal customer through her link. She's going to get a Share Wraps link. So I love to use that as hostess rewards. So if I have somebody who I know wants a product that they can't afford, we host a party. We have our friends come over. I wrap them. It's $25 I get for the wraps. They sign up as loyal customers under my friend. Now, if she only pays $23 to become a loyal customer, it's our cheapest product, and gets the Fat Fighter, she can earn 35 perks points towards each loyal customer that signs up. That can go towards her system, which is $140-something. So do you see how that works? So people really don't know. They really hear about it, like, I really love it, I need it, but I can't afford $150. You can say, well, can you have a party, and do you think your friends would be interested in trying a wrap or a facial for $25? And then I can help you try and earn that, if we get loyal customers at your party. So she'll be encouraging people to come. She can get loyal customers outside of it, not just at the party. And she'll have 30 days from the minute she signs on and has her party to keep earning more rewards so she can kind of get a couple, months worth, depending on how many people she enrolls. So, really use the systems that we have in place. And so once we start with Wednesday's webinar, you guys are all welcome to be on it. You're going to be welcome to invite people to it. We'll put the link out probably. I'll get it out on Tuesday. And then we'll record it. And once it's recorded, I'll put it back out there. So you guys can start sending it to people. So start advertising weight loss. Start advertising a 90-day challenge. A 90-day challenge is basically to be the system for 3 months. And then we're going to put out a great informative, like probably it'll talk about this product more than you could ever think about. So it'll answer anybody's questions. And then, it'll be also a reason to reach out to your existing loyal customers so that they can find out about it. And maybe they don't want the whole system, but maybe by listening to the recording, they really are sold on the cleanse or on the on the greens, one of the items that are in the system. So what do you guys think about that? Am I excited?
I love
We're going to get it out this week. This way we have something for anybody that's looking for volume for promoting by the end of this month. It'll help with volume because there's a good amount of BB attached to that system for anybody who purchases that.
Yeah, I think it's a good way to reach out to those loyal customers you haven't talked to in a while, too. So,
I'm trying to do that, but with my work schedule, it's really tough. But I've been really trying hard to do that.
Yeah, again, text them. And if you have like a blanket thing that you say, you can just copy and paste and send the text out. And I literally do most of my texting in my when I'm waiting for something. I'm waiting for the bus for my daughter to get home from school. I am waiting for I'm on the line at groceries, or I'm at the line at the bank. Whatever it is that I'm doing that's taking my time, if there's any waiting moments, my phone's with me and I'm copying and pasting and putting things in. So it doesn't have to be something that takes a whole bunch of time. And once you have all their numbers and names in your phone, and you've created in your notes on your phone, I think the notes are probably the least used app, but I think it's so important. You could make these little scripts, type them out once, keep them all in your notes, and then just copy and paste. Like when I get loyal customers, I put them in my phone with their name, and then I'll put LC next to it. Mm-hmm. Actually, first I put LC, and then I put their name. This way, when I look in my phone, I just look under L, and then all my LCs are right there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So just creating a little system, and just when you have dead space, just put it in there. It could be while you're having lunch. You can just quickly tap it while you're eating your sandwich or whatever. This way you don't have to go home and spend an hour doing this stuff. We really don't want that. We want this to be easy. And it just takes a little bit of planning, and creating a system that works for you. But once I have something typed out, I like to save it. This way I don't have to keep typing the same thing over and over again.
Good advice.
Yeah. So for loyal customers, and I'm glad, this is a really great place to start because we get so excited about obtaining loyal customers, but we really have to focus on excellent customer service to our loyal customers, because I think so much information comes to them when we meet them, and they sign up as a loyal because they're excited about the discount. I'm like, I love a sale, and they like the products. And, they know that it's going to be 3 months, and then, maybe they stop in 3 months. But what they don't know is that really awesome things happen after 3 months. The 3 months are really just so that they can waive the $50 membership fee. So agreeing to order one thing a month for 3 months, they can try a couple things. At month 4, if they stay on auto ship, they will get free shipping now for any of their orders. At month 6, they get a $50 shopping spree. And at 1 year, they get a $150 shopping spree. So I know most people wash their face, so they use some kind of a face cleanser. Most people use some kind of a cream on their face, so they would need a cream, moisturizers. Most people take vitamins. Most people like those protein drinks. So we have a lot of things that most people purchase at ShopRite or wherever they go. So if they can get into the habit of purchasing these products with us, first of all, they're made better, they're higher quality, the ingredients are better. They are going to earn free shipping, so it'll always come to their house. But at the end of the year, if they just buy vitamins with us, every month when the bottle's empty, they get the new bottle arrives. They pay $29 for a bottle, so they're going to get 10% all year long in free product, plus an additional $200, and it's free shipping. Just for buying their vitamins with you. So if you share value on what's in it for them, it's always how you speak. What's in it for you? $200 shopping spree on top of 10% back. for you to indulge yourself on things maybe you couldn't afford, like facials, like the peel. Maybe they want to do some body wraps, but they can't afford them. This is something that they're purchasing somewhere else that they can get with you. And so they just need to be educated. So when we do these monthly loyal customer things, I will always go over the loyal customer program and share it just like I did with you guys so they can understand the value. But you also want to keep talking to them and ask them how they're enjoying their products. Are they getting the results they want? If they're not getting the results they want, and ask them what's going on. And then you can check with Cindy and say, okay, this is what she said. She's feeling this way or that way. And then, or even on our group pages. And then we can give you some answers to something she could try differently. And sometimes it's just water, drinking more water, or staying away from so much sodium. Sometimes it's the silliest little thing. But, another thing that it could be is that they are not consistent. They're taking the greens, but maybe they keep forgetting it. It's only like every 3 days. And so I'm like, well, I would suggest them to get on the go, because then they're always in their purse and they don't have to worry about forgetting, because our purse is always with us. So different things like that. But it's communication and talking to people, because we have what they need. And so as much as it's important to always be looking for new loyal customers, because we always want to share this product, the loyal customers that we do have, it's up to us to figure out some time in our calendar that we're going to reach out to them and service them, whether it be just checking in and reminding them that their auto ship is coming. Did they change their order? And you can just pick Tuesdays is going to be the day that you do it. And then every Tuesday you're going to look back and you kind of check your people's orders. And as your team gets bigger and bigger, if you have a system in place that you do all the time, you will make money just by servicing your loyal customers and helping them. I'd love to go back in their back office and see who has perk points. I love to give them that text message. You have $60 in free shopping. And when I had one the other day, and she's like, no, how do I get it? So I talk to her through how that looks. So lots of fun things, but loyal customers are definitely the lifeblood to your residual income. If your income fluctuates up and down from month to month, it's because either you're not adding new people, and you're also maybe not servicing those customers that absolutely could keep shopping. And they don't realize once they stop auto ship after their 3 months, if they do, that they are loyal customers for life. They don't understand that. They forget. So that's why it's important for you to let them know you can order at any time. Like once they do those 3 months, they can come in 2 years, 5 years from now and order those wraps for the discounted price. So they are never not a loyal customer. And so they always need to be reminded, I think, from us. So each one of us are responsible for those loyal customers. And truthfully, if you service them well, they will pay you month after month after month after month, because you're going to have happy, satisfied, healthy customers. And that's what pays your residual paycheck. So loyal customers are huge. That's why that's the step 2 in our steps to success is to gather 4 loyal customers. It's very important for the lifeblood of your business.
Yeah, I sent a couple of loyal customers the calls on the oils. They were interested in that, so they thought that was amazing.
Yeah, that's Pauline.
Yes.
I actually have 3 coworkers where I work who I actually blitzed, and they're gonna let me know, but they're thinking about having a party, which would be kind of nice. I even handed one of my patients a blitz card. So seeing where it's going, I mean,
good.
Keep up with them. I mean, I do work with 3 of them. The patient I don't see very often, but I do keep in contact with her. So, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah. I love when I sign a loyal customer, I'll let them know that I can do 1 party a week. So I'll say to them, if you want to host a party, I'll come to you once they sign up as a loyal. And then anybody that signs up as a loyal at your party, will put them through your share reps link so you can get free product. So it's not like I say, well, you have 30 days to find people that want to be a loyal customer. I partner with them. So it's also nice when we do weekly wrap parties, because we can always keep them coming. So like if you have a couple of people sign up as loyal customers on this week, and then next week you're going to have a party at your house, you invite them to come back with their friends so they can earn free wraps. And they can bring their wraps. I love doing that and servicing my clients. They come with their wraps, and I wrap them for free with their wraps. I could take their picture, do their measurements, show them. And that's just giving myself 1 day a week that I'm going to be doing wrap parties in my house, and then I can service all those people. And then I don't have to go out finding new people after a while. They start bringing the people to me because they want the free wraps. from the share reps for that first month. And believe me, I've seen people come in with lots of people, cars full, and right away I know she's a good distributor. I'm like, it's great that you're getting me all these customers, but wouldn't you rather make some money? You know, and so then they upgrade to a distributor. So it's a great way to just kind of get everybody plugged into the system and allow everybody to get as much free stuff as they can. You know, I love it when my clients make a whole bunch of free product, because then they really look different and people notice and they're like, what are you doing? And then here we are. You know, they can say, I've been trying these products. So they get much more than they can afford, usually, in those first 30 days.
Yeah.
So, Cindy, do you have any questions for me?
I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, well. See, I mean, you can do this. It just flies out of my head. It'll fly back in a minute. But, yeah. Oh, I know what I was going to say. So I think it's, like, really important as a team to all take turns, you know, having a wrap day, you know, once a week. Hey, I'll do it at my house this week. Or Joanne, she's a party host person. She loves to have parties. So I'm like, if you want to have a party, let's go. I love having parties at Joanne's, you know. And Carrie being way up there, it's not really all that up there. Johnston, Rhode Island. I mean, what we're talking about, 40 minutes maybe?
Yeah, about 40 minutes to my house.
And sometimes, you know, we may know somebody up in that area, so we can plug them right into Carrie. And, you know, then we can, one team, one mission, help each other, you know, always be there for each other. That's what I like about, you know, everybody taking a turn. So it's not all on one person all the time.
Yeah, during the week, though, I can't do parties. So mine would have to be a weekend.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah. You know, and that's what's nice about this. We're all business owners. When I first started, I used to host one once a week for like the first 3 months. And I never had them on the same day because people have different days off. So I would do them, you know, one on a Monday, the following week I'd do it maybe on a Tuesday, then on a Wednesday, then on a Saturday, then on a Sunday night, whatever. I would kind of move it around the calendar and just keep rotating it around. Then as we got bigger, then all my leaders started each taking one. And literally the year that we went presidential, and we had all the promotions, we had between our, you know, I had leaders and leaders and leaders that kept hosting one a week. We would have one literally twice a day, one in the afternoon, one at night, Monday to Friday, and then one on Saturday and one on Sunday.
Wow.
Everybody took a piece. Yeah, everybody took a piece. But guess what? If I was out on a Friday and I met somebody who wants to get wrapped tomorrow, I knew there was a party at so-and-so's house on Saturday. I'm like, well, come on over. And then I didn't have to, it just was a no-brainer. We just knew the schedule. We knew who was hosting it. And if I knew somebody that was really interested in the ingredients, I would make sure I would send them over to Colleen's wrap party. If I knew somebody who was really interested, or people were interested in the business, they'd send them over to me because I'm more of the strategic thinker. You know, we had younger girls that were in college, and we sent them over to my daughter's wrap party because she's a college kid. You know, and when we had busy moms that had like 4 kids, you know, like Dominique, all these kids, and she's like, she was wrapping people in the bathroom stalls. We'd send them over to Melissa. Like, you know, she had all the kids, and she was just literally like in the bathroom in gymnastics with her 2-year-old underneath the stall trying to wrap people, because that was her life. You know, she wrapped out of her diaper bag wherever she was. So, you know, but we knew who to plug into because each one of us had a different story and a different set of circumstance. So we would know which potential would be a best fit for which person who's hosting it. And for me, it leveraged, you know, my time because I wasn't doing them all the time. And it just, we all grew, you know, everybody helped one another out. And so as a team, that's the best thing, because then it's not all on you. Like for me to say I hosted them every week for 3 months is a lot. But if you all take one a month on your day off or whatever it is that you can do it, and then you can just, you know, guide your people to it. And if you guys are all in like little bits of different locations, it's nice because when you have potentials, you send them, you know, geographically where it's the better, you know, distance for them. Which was another thing, because we spread off a good size of New Jersey here. There was a lot of us, you know, after that first couple months. So, and it's fun. I like partying with people because I don't have to talk all myself, you know, and my story is not the only story. People want to hear about different product testimonies. I was sharing that the other day with Rebecca, is that, you know, she might not know about Confianza, let's say, but, you know, she might get in front of Joanne, and Joanne will be like, oh my gosh, this is what happened when I was on Confianza. And she could tell your potential customer her story about how it worked for her. And so then it's, you know, we all kind of have a little voice and a little piece and a little testimony that everybody else doesn't have. But when you're all together, then you have all these extra testimonies. So it's more powerful to the customer. And it's also more exciting for us as distributors, because if we just have a one-on-one, it's fun, it's good. But if we have a party where 5 people bring one, now it's 10, and that's better. You know, that's really good. That's lots of fun. And there's going to be more for you. It's going to be a richer experience for you and for your customer when you get more people together. So I love those weekly parties. Absolutely. And then we do them online too. So they're fun. You know, to plug our customers in online. They can't touch the product, but they can at least hear the excitement. And tonight we have our weekly Sunday virtual party on Facebook. That's Miss Sarah always does for us. And that's a great way for people to just look. They're going to see before and after pictures. People would type up, you know, testimonies and things. It gets people excited. Look at that cutie. It gets people excited about the product to then want to try it. So those virtual parties, Rebecca, for all the people that you're looking to bring to your regular wrap party, have them come on to the virtual party. Start getting them excited. It's going to be like throwing a little gasoline on the fire. They'll get more information about what you're doing, and then it'll pump them up to want to come to your party. So these are awesome systems that we have as a team, and I hope you guys are all using them because it's a great way, and it's also a great way for you to send your loyal customers so they can learn more information that they wouldn't normally hear maybe at a party or just a one-on-one. You know, because again, it's a whole bunch of distributors coming together, sharing their testimony about something they're excited about with their products.
I have an unrelated question.
Sure.
I don't know if you could see, but see my hand? See how it's like all broken up and like,
yeah.
What can I use on that? What
Defining gel.
products?
Defining gel.
Yeah.
It's like liquid gold. Defining gel, I swear, it's kind of like it's a big fat Greek wedding with the Windex, you know, who's always putting it on everything at the pimples. That's the defining gel, liquid gold. It just nourishes the skin and it will heal it. And I've seen a lot of that. It's like a psoriasis of some sort.
Actually, no, because I work in the medical field, so I'm constantly on and off with gloves and constantly washing my hands. But it's only the one hand that's like really raw and broken up. The other one's not.
Not weird?
Yeah, that's weird.
Definitely. And I would put it on at least twice a day.
Okay.
You know, put it on at night for sure when you're going to be not washing your hands all day. And if you put it on every time you wash your hands, if you just put a little bit on before, you know, after you wash your hands rather, that might help. But absolutely it'll help heal it. It looks painful.
Yeah, it like when I go to dry my hand, it's like I cringe because it hurts.
Yeah. Yeah, defining gel will heal you.
All right. Well, that's good to know because I didn't know that.
Yeah, I love that stuff. It's like liquid gold. So who here is looking to get any promotions in this month? Yeah. Awesome.
Nice.
So the first thing you guys should have, if you are looking to promote, I should have it right here, is a chart. You guys got a chart?
Mine's over there. Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
Now I know Rebecca's looking at me like, what in the world is that? Okay. I always say to people, this is your GPS. You would never get into a car and just drive if you don't know where you're going, right? You would. Right. I mean, now we all have GPSs, so we would plug it into our GPS. Sometimes. Prior to that, we'd go on MapQuest, or we would look at a map. You know, the old-fashioned days. So if you don't have a chart in front of you, you have to print one, and you can find them in your eSuite. You log in, you go to the reports, the document section, and then there's like a little search bar. Just type in there charting, and you can print out your next step. So if you're a distributor, you're going to want the executive one to get started, and that's 2 boxes. Your goal is going to be to figure out who you would like to work with. That's always the first place I went anyway. I chose my sister and my daughter and my best friends. Like, who do we want to have fun doing this with? And then ask them if they want to try the products, you know? And when you bring your 2 distributors on, then they go in the boxes. Like I have one charted here for Ruby I'm working with this month. So she has 4 people. And she needs 1 more spot for her Ruby structure. So we're still working on this potential distributor. Melissa is already has 400 volume in her loyal customers, so she's boxed in already. She's qualified, and we're working on her 2 new distributors she's launching. We're going to try and get their 4 loyal customers, and when we do, they'll be around their 400 BV. So, and Lisa's is working on hers as well. So we really just need one more distributor, and we have to get loyal customers in here. Do you guys kind of see what that looks like?
Mhm.
Right now, if you guys are in your first full 2 calendar months, this is the structure you want to build to get that $1,000 bonus. And for any of you that have a new distributor on your team who's not here, who's going to be watching the recording, this is what it looks like. And so when we look at our steps to success, which is what I have here, here's mine for the month. You know, I have mine laminated, so I'm friendly to the environment. And I just wipe it off every month. And so when I get my first loyal customer, I put them in there, you know, and this is what's going to make somebody a qualified box. But the third step is to get 3 distributors, you know, and so your 3 distributors are here, here, and here, right? It's the top line for Ruby. It's very simple. And then you're going to teach those 3 distributors to do the same thing, to get their 4 loyal customers and try and find their 3. And all that one needs to do is get the 2. You do your loyal customers, and that's a Ruby. So 2 months to do it is awesome. You know, it gives you plenty of time to keep asking people, but it's something that's not going to happen without focus. It's not going to happen without your GPS. It's not going to happen without this in front of you. You know, I love that, you know, when I think about in the Bible how God, you know, he spoke the world into existence. He said, let there be light, and there was light. So, you know, we're going to say, let there be a Ruby, and then there'll be a Ruby. Put it in front of you. You know, it talks about in, I think it's in Habakkuk, it talks about, you know, make it plain, write it down so that every day you will see it. And when you see it, you will act, you will move. So it's the same exact principle. So you have your chart in front of you. You know you want to go to that destination. Every day you look at it, you say, I am going Ruby by blah, 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 whatever your date is. And then every day you go out and you start moving towards that direction. And it's amazing when you have it all in front of you that it becomes something that you think about. And for me, I love to pray over and say, well, Lord, who are those 3 people that you want to bring into my business that need to be blessed by this, by the products, by the business opportunity, or by our group and our fellowship? And then I just am very good at listening to that still small voice that says, go ask that person over there, you know, go hand them your card, go hand them this card. And I know that Miss Cindy's the same way. You know, she will definitely go hand a card to somebody who she has no idea who it is and just start a conversation because she hears that little voice that says, go share this with her, you know? And she can strike up a conversation and feel like she's her best friend in 5 minutes. So that's her gift.
That's how her and I met.
Exactly. That's her gift. You know? And so those are divine appointments. And believe me, they're out there. I remember when I first got started, I thought about who I knew that was struggling and who I wanted to share this with, because I knew in my heart it was going to be a really good business and a great way to make money around life. And I thought about my family right away. You know, my daughter, I never saw her. She was in school and going to and work in retail, and I never saw her. And I shared this with Rebecca. I thought about her health problems and how I really wanted to help her with these products. And so she came along. And then I started thinking about my friends and who would be fun to work with and who, you know, I'd like to travel with and who I want to have. You know, I love her personality, that she would really be good with, who I knew that liked health and wellness. Like I just went through I made a list. And that's what we call our hundreds list. I would put next to their name what I thought. And some people I thought would just like the products actually want to be a distributor because they thought it was fun, you know, and they knew people who would like it. But, you know, the Ruby starts with, you know, those boxes represent a life. So who do you want to bless with this business? Who do you want to bless with the opportunity to get healthier and make money? And then who do you want to work with? Because it's the only place you're going to get to choose your coworkers. You know, we don't have a choice in a regular job. You work with whoever you work with. But here, you get to pick. And I just love that because, you know, when I was talking to Cindy and Rebecca the other day, I'm like, you guys haven't been together in a long time. Now you have an opportunity to rekindle your friendship, start doing things again. You guys have spent years together with cheering, and now you get to do this together, and it's fun. It's a reason to get together and grow your relationship and make some money along the way. So that makes it so much better. So your charts have to be in front of you if you haven't gotten that point, because without it, you're not going to know where you're going. And every day, you're going to be thinking about keeping your ears open to people whose needs you can meet with either of the things we have to offer, whether it be the product or the business opportunity. And then all you do is share it. And the final step is going to be to plug them into something to find out more. Because when you're new, you don't have all the answers, nor should you. So like for me, I could talk to somebody about it and say, we have a virtual party tonight at 8:30. Would you like to come? Would you like an invitation to just come check it out and see if it's something you'd be interested in? They say yes, and then I add them to the virtual party. You know, it could be, you know, are you interested in trying their app, doing a one-on-one, or do you want to have a party? You know, you just ask them what it is that they want, what works for them. And when they find the products that they want, but they can't afford them, then you talk to them about hosting a party to get free products or becoming a distributor so they can earn money to pay for the products. So again, like whatever the hurdles are that would stop somebody, they want it, but they can't. We have something somewhere in our little customer referral program or in our compensation plan that's going to help people to get what they need, you know, and work alongside us. So any questions about that?
Nope.
Make sense?
I do, Miss Kim, I do have a little something that happened with me. We were talking about loyal customers. And I know, like, when you're new, though, you can work off your list. You have your warm market, and you have a lot to do within that. But, you know, sometimes if you've been around for a little bit and I'm always looking for people, you know, as Carrie and I went out blitzing last week. Mm-hmm. And she was just like, you know, I was talking to everybody. We're having fun. It was like a party. But, like, when you're on Facebook and you ask a few people if it's okay if you can post on their wall to get, you know, all the information out there, and they say yes. So I started posting and tagging them all, and some of the people on their friends list that I don't know, I'm not friends with, actually liked it or commented. So instead of just ignoring that, I reached out and I messaged one of the likes and, you know, just started that conversation. And I just said, hey, you know, whatever her name was, thank you so much for liking my post on Tara's page. I was just curious, have you ever heard of the product or whatever? And she, you know, if they're interested, they'll get back. So she messaged me back right away, and she goes, well, I think I've heard of it, yes. I said, oh, so you've never tried it? And she said, no. And then is it okay if I friend you? Because we're having an online party tonight, and you can certainly find out some more information about it. And she says, sure, I'd like that. So right away, I got a new friend. I sent her an invitation for the online party tonight. She accepted right away. And now I'm just praying, you know, she gets on and we're going to connect. So I love that, you know, that tool that you can use that just when you feel like, you know, nobody's responding back to you or whatever, you just reach out, you know, so. Yeah,
and what you should do is copy and paste, because I know I put that out there one day last week in Divine Alliance. So copy and paste that message into your group so this way they can find it easier. And it basically says, you know, I'm up for a promotion, or I'm trying to do something. Would you be so kind as to allow me to put something on your page to introduce my business to your friends, and then do a raffle for a free wrap like next week? And just say comment yes below, and you'll get all these people comment yes, and then you can help them create, you know, what they're going to put. You know, you can put it all in your files, what you did, how you put it on your page, and you tag them. So this way, all their friends will get to see this post. Now you're advertising for free on somebody else's wall with all their friends that you don't know yet. That's pretty cool, right? So that's what she did. And then when they like it, or there's any interaction there, then Cindy can go and, you know, make a conversation with that person, friend request them. And even if they don't purchase right now, once they're your friend, now they're exposed to your advertisements on your page all the time. So that's exciting. Which brings me to the next thing about Facebook. Do not just put buy my wraps, sell these, you know, product all on your Facebook wall all day long. Otherwise, you're going to lose all your friends. They're going to block you, and Facebook could literally take your account away, because it's not for business. They say a 4-to-1 ratio is really the best. So you'll do 4 posts about your family, inspiration, whatever it is that's fun and frolicky, has nothing to do with business, and then you can put 1 up of business. You know, I like to do 1 a day about a product, or how I'm using it, how I'm feeling about it, something that's going on, and then 1 about the business a day, and then intersperse, you know, family pictures. I love taking pictures of my dog. Inspiration, you know, I'll put up my devotional once a day, whatever, so that you're not just a crazy saleswoman, that you are helping share products and testimonies, and that you also have a life and you're enjoying it, so this way it's a good balance. And then before you even put a post about your business on any social media account, you should be going through your news feed to see what other people are saying or doing, comment, interact on Facebook that you're not just going on there to get something, you're trying to build relationships with people. And then if you see somebody who is complaining about something that you have help with your products, private message them, and say, hey, I see you're struggling with migraines. Had you ever heard about, our greens? I know a lot of people who got rid of migraines taking greens. If I hear you're stressed with all those kids, have you tried our Confianza? It is just bliss in a bottle with none of that, the druggy side effects that some of those medications could give you. So, and some people think we're just the wrap. Because it is, and we want to lead with the wrap, guys, because there's no competition there. There's nobody in there. It's not like you can say your shake's better than my shake or your vitamins are better than my vitamins. Our wrap is the only wrap. So always lead with it, but we have so many other great products. So any questions to that or comments about, social media?
On our executive page, Katie and I are doing, we just did last Sunday's Zoom family connection time, and we talked about social media and what to write on the pages. Katie is awesome with that. She's her niche. She's that young social media, and she's teaching it to all of us. And she tells you what to post, what things get people's attention, family, fur babies, and food and fashion. So, and I struggle with that, what to put on my newsfeed every day. Sometimes I just feel like I don't have that much going on, but you can take something silly and make it going on, Mm-hmm. So I was getting my dress hemmed the other day for our cruise, and I asked the little lady if she'd take my picture, and she took my picture, and I put it up on Facebook saying, my new cruise attire for this year or whatever, and thanks for helping a short girl out, because I had to get it hemmed. It was like it was long. I wanted to go with a long dress. I got over 100 likes and so many comments on fashion. It was just blew my mind. So now, I'm just going to turn around now that everybody's seen my post and is interacting with me. Boom. Now I can turn around and put something a little bit about It Works now that I've done, something personal. So it's just cool. So when you get on that page and have time, go listen to that, because Katie put out so many good stuff about Facebook, and it helps so much when you know the right way to post,
And she calls that hacking the news feed. You want to put on an interactive post. It could literally be, do you put your toilet paper over or under? Serious question, okay? I'm over, and I've been known to change people's paper.
I was always under, but my husband made me go over.
So nothing as silly as that. People will comment over, under, over, under, over, under. And once you get all that interaction and then you post about your business, all those people that posted will see your next post. That's just the way the algorithm is for Facebook. So if you want to put a business post up, make sure the one you had before is silly, is frolicky. It could be like pictures of like diamonds. Like, which one would you pick? Which diamond ring? We're going to always pick A, B, C, or D. But find those crazy things to post that get people to like and comment and all that. That's going to allow your very next post to be more visible to people, because what that does is it tells Facebook that people are interacting with this person, and so I want to make sure that this person is seen by more people, because that it's called their algorithm. So Katie taught me that. It's called hacking the news feed. If you are not getting like anybody looking at your things, it's because you are not interacting or asking questions. It could be like, who likes Italian or Chinese food better? Red or white wine? Brown shoes or black shoes with this dress? Whatever. Crazy stuff. But that's what gets people excited, and then you can, they'll see your next post a little bit better. So I learned that from Katie too. Thank goodness for my daughter.
Good.
Good. So again, hundreds list, guys. It's so basic, but it's something that we always have to have. My hundreds list is always working. I'm always adding new to it. I'm always inviting people. I always have it highlighted who's, like interested in the business. This way I know, when to invite them to different things. Look for the loyal customer thing we're going to be doing once a week, once a month rather, to try and encourage distributors. And we're going to be building a library with it, with our loyal customers, calls that I do with Colleen, just like we did with the oils. If you guys want, go to my YouTube channel. It's Kim Haber. And you will find a lot of recordings in there, but that's where the oils are. They're also up in our files of Divine Alliance. The oils, Colleen did a phenomenal job. We broke them all down. Each one's about a half hour. For each 4 of the oils, she goes over the different ingredients in the blend, what each ingredient is known to do. And it's a plethora of knowledge. So if you have somebody who is chronically sick, you can send them just the Defend one. I have it in a playlist, and I also have it individually. So if you want to send them all 4, they can listen to all 4. If you just want to send them individually, they can send them individually. So definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel. So whenever anything that I do comes up, you'll get an email. And also, you can go in there on your downtime if you're looking for some personal development. I have different ones in there, pertaining to loyal customers or to gathering, distributors, getting extra volume, all that kind of stuff. It's all in there. So now we'll have like a couple more minutes. You guys, give me questions. What are you struggling with? What would you like me to help you with?
Claire.
Actually, Cindy does a good job with me, so I don't have
No,
any.
she's awesome. You guys are lucky.
I'm new, so I don't know yet.
No, she didn't have any questions yet. She's doing so good. She's got a wrapper in the first 24 hours. I love that.
So
Awesome.
I guess since we're all going for these promotions, everybody wants to move forward a little bit. I would say, I know that we have to start thinking about distributors, focus on distributors. So like, as a man thinketh, so is he, right? Just keep focusing on those. But you do have to put action to that. So I guess maybe some people struggle with, what do I say to get a distributor? I know for me, I just say, hey, are you looking for some extra income, by the way? That's my opening. But I don't know if there might be some advice you could give that if somebody's struggling with that.
That's always what I ask. Do you need any extra money? I have never had anybody say to me, no, I'm good. So, if you lead with that, you're asking yes questions, right? You want to at least keep the conversation going. And I think for me, when I'm talking about the business opportunity, I always want to think, what is in it for them? Why would they want to do something like this? And then I would ask them, if you were to do this, do you know anybody? I think I had this conversation with Rebecca, like, do you know anybody that would want to try the products? Do you know anybody who wants to lose some weight? I think everybody would say yes to that. That's another yes question. So, I think right now for the next couple of days, what do we have now? Today's the 20th, so we have 11 days to give this $1,000 bonus to somebody. They're going to get this on top of getting money to get paid to do what they're doing. This is just an extra slice of money. $1,000 is a lot. It could be a family vacation. So if they sign on this month, they're going to be able to work towards whatever money they want, but they're also going to get $1,000 to help, to take their family on vacation for the summer. So I would be thinking about like who wants, to have $1,000 to take their family on vacation? Who could use it for down payment on a car or to get a car, a used car? Who's got a kid coming to age of driving and wants to get a beat up car that they can buy it with that $1,000? Who do you know that who has dental work or has an appliance that's broken down? That's what I think. So when you talk to people, the number one thing is they can't envision themselves doing it. So I always like to say, if I could show you a way that you can make money from home around everything you're doing, would you be interested in finding out more? And really that's what it is. You just want them to find out more. And so you'll invite them to something to try the product to see if they would even like it. And then you would see if they wanted to go to a virtual party, an online webinar like this, or an in-home party. But the key is that I have 3 to 5 people a day I ask about the business opportunity. That's my goal. So from the 18th of March, I wrote it down, 3 to 5. So I have 3 to 5 new conversations with people that that are thinking about the business every day, so that I know that I'm doing my part in trying to offer that $1,000 to people. So I guess the first thing I'd say to you guys is set a goal. How many people are you going to talk to every day? And I get a lot of no's. No, thank you. I have somebody that watched the video yesterday, and I haven't heard back from her today, so I'll call back. So I have a lot of people on the fence, consequently, because I've been talking 3 to 5 people. And then at the end of the month, I will follow up with all of them and tell them it's the last 24 hours to get that $1,000, or have they thought about it? So the first thing I say is set a goal. How many people do you want to talk to? And know that you're going to talk to a lot before you get somebody that says yes. Once you get somebody who's interested but they're not sure, plug them into Cindy. You just say, can I do a 3-way call with you? And then just get on the conversation going over objections and say, what are your fears? Because it's always fear, some kind of fears. If I can't do it, I don't have enough time, whatever. So if you can talk through those fears and let them know that they're not going to be alone, and that's the best gift that you have to offer them, is that, you look at us, there's 6 of us here. There's so much more in our group, but they're going to be part of all of this. They're not going to come in and just be them. It's not just going to be them and you. If you're brand new, you're like, well, how can I do a distributor? I don't even know what I'm doing. That's fine, because we know what we're doing. So, we can help you. But to me, it's if you really know that, if you knew you had this golden ticket and it was expiring on the 31st, how many people would you want to get it in hands of? And so that's how I think. I really look at it as a blessing, and that it's not an expensive, like they can get their money right back. And I make it my point to partner with them to make sure they're getting rid of those first 4 wraps. Mm-hmm. So they can make their money right back, so they're not out any money, and if they don't like it, they stop. That's it. They just say, it wasn't for me. We try and get your $100 back. If you don't like it, okay, then you can stop. But at least try. So, and they can come in and be totally loving it, change their life, and if I were to think about if I never did it, I probably have like a couple thousand distributors in my downline, and I can't imagine how many loyal customers, probably, 10, 20,000 loyal customers in my downline now. They're not all mine, but they're everybody's. If I didn't say yes, how would it look for all of you? Because somebody has to say yes. Somebody has to be the first one to say yes, and then be an encouragement for somebody who's afraid to say yes. And just say, come on, put your arm around me and let's go. And again, pick the people that you love first, because that's the most fun. And then along the way, you find people that you fall in love with. You're strangers, you become friends, and then by 5 minutes, you're family when you come into this group, because that's just the culture that we have here. So I get excited about it. So I think that's, for me as a distributor, to me, that's the best ticket, because they still get the discount. They get to be around awesome people. We love on one another. It's a place where we're encouraged. No place in the world do you get encouraged like this. You go to work and you get beat down on and you're made to feel small. But when you come here, you're made to feel 10 foot tall, because that's where I believe God wants us to be. So that's the culture we have here. And so who wouldn't you want to bring everybody in there? I get to go to work every day with my daughter. I get to go to work every day with my sister. I get to go to work every day with my best friends. And I get to make new best friends all along. So life is rich. So I guess it's here. If you want to do it, you'll do it. And I put out a post today. It's one of my very favorite. It says, if you want something bad enough, you'll make it happen. If you don't, you'll make excuses. So I always tell people, we always have reasons not to work. For some of you know that I've had some health issues. I started having seizures over a month ago, and I have good days and bad days. But I love what I do, and I get up and I do it. I just don't work nights, because usually by nighttime I'm feeling pretty haggard. But I love what I do, and I'm so thankful that I get to do it still home as I'm recovering, through my computer, making phone calls and whatnot. So it's a great gift. So just share it.
Kim, is there a specific call that we could send out to somebody that's on the fence?
Well, there are, recordings. I know that Melissa every Thursday is going to be doing like a little opportunity call. It's like 10, 15 minutes. I think that the best thing to do for somebody that's interested or they're on the fence and they've already been to a virtual party or on a webinar is to do a 3-way call with Cindy. Just do a 3-way call and just have her go overcome the objections, because it's a different perspective. I always feel like when you have another set of eyes or another set of ears, it's going to be different questions. And like she may say the same things that you say, but it'll come off a little different because you guys are different personalities. And it's
Right.
sometimes it's the one thing that they need to hear, or just another confirmation of what you're saying is true. And, oh, well, I'll have not only Joanne, but I'll have Cindy here to help me. So, okay. I feel better about that.
Right. Okay.
So three-way calls, I think, are the best because to me, it's a personal conversation that needs to be had. There's some fear that you want to make sure you can help them voice, and then you can talk about how you can overcome them together. It makes it so much better. Would you agree, Rebecca? Like when we talked the other day, it's nice to know that your fears are
Definitely.
validated, and we're here to work with you through them.
Yep.
So
Yeah, because I get a lot of people say they don't have the time. They don't have the time.
yeah, I think that was one of your things you were worried about.
Yep, that was my biggest.
And what I say to people when they have a lot of time, like if you work around people, you can talk to them while you're at work.
Right.
And so there's the time, and there's just their mouth just has to be comfortable talking to people and sharing their story about what they have. And then plugging them into parties that they don't even have to be at. Like you guys can plug people into virtual parties tonight. You don't really have to go on if you don't want to, because we always send them back to you. You can plug them into things that they can find out more information that you might not have time to be at. So that's what's also a great thing for people that are busy is that they don't have to do it all. They have a huge team behind them with great systems for them to plug people into, and then they'll come back to you, and then you just spend a little time signing them up. So, and again, it kind of falls back to if they want it bad enough, they'll find a way working with you. But if they keep coming back with an excuse of, no, well, I can't talk about people in my work or whatever, then that they don't really want it. If they truly want it, but they're fearful, you can speak to that. But if they really don't want it, but they're just trying to be nice, or they're just giving you one excuse after another excuse after another excuse, then it just might not be for them right now. We certainly have that. And I don't ever want to push anybody. I want to show them a way over an obstacle if, in fact, it is an obstacle. Because I love this business. You can do it anywhere. And we do. Wherever I go, I meet people, and I always have my It Works stuff on, and people ask, what is that? And out comes my Blitz card. So.
Yep.
So true.
Yeah. You have to you have to love people. You really do. And if you're a little shy, you start to become more open and more chatty as you go, down the line. And, my friend Melissa will be like, yeah, but sometimes my kids are hanging off the cart and they're not looking really pretty. Like, I don't really want to talk to people at that point. I'm like, there people appreciate that. You can give them a card and be like, obviously you can see I'm really busy. Can I have your number? And I'll call you back when it's better. And then you can actually get their number when you blitz them, which is even better. So.
Yeah.
Awesome. All righty, Miss Cindy. Do you have anything else?
No, I think we're coming up on the hour, and I know people have things to do, but would you mind closing us out in prayer?
No, not at all.
I just have one more thing. Sorry. Is there still tickets left? I'm so sorry. Is there still tickets left for April?
You know what? I haven't looked today, but I know we're getting close to selling out. So if you guys are thinking about it, especially for the newbies, I'm going to be hosting a One Team, One Mission in New Jersey on April 24th. It's a Sunday. And the number 4 income earner, Melanie McFarland, is flying in from Tennessee to co-host with me. And she is the loveliest lady that you'll ever want to meet. And so we're doing a big, huge wrap party, but then we're also doing training afterwards. So it's a blessing that she's coming to work with us. So get your tickets. I think they're $15, and then there's a little charge that Eventbrite puts out. And then they'll be, once they're sold out because it's a fire code. We're going to be maxed out 300 people. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, we're
Ready?
going. We're going.
Yes, it's so much fun. All righty. Heavenly Father, I thank you so much for just bringing us together. I thank you so much for this opportunity to come together with this technology called Zoom, Lord. I just pray a hand of blessing on each one of us. I just welcome these new women to our group, Lord. I thank you so much for the divine appointment, and I just pray that your hand will be with them as they are learning. I pray peace, which passes all understanding, to rest upon them as they might have some jitters starting something new, Lord. I just pray that they know in their heart that they are right where you want them to be. So, Lord, I just ask that you would bless them and everybody that's on this webinar. I pray that you create divine appointments for us, for the people that you know that are hurting, Lord, that are lying in bed praying for some help, for some fellowship, for health, for financial help, Lord. I just pray that you would just have them cross our path. And I pray that we would be bold enough to say yes when we hear that still small voice inside us that you say to go and talk to this person or that, Lord. I just pray that you slow us down so that we can be in that restful place to hear your voice, Lord. And I hope that we all will just go forward with joy and thanksgiving for the opportunity to help bless all these lives. And I thank you for Cindy and Bill and their leadership, Lord. I just thank you for their hearts and their caring for their team, Lord. And I thank you for the blessing that I have to have them part of my family as well. And I just pray that you would be with each one of us throughout this day and the remaining days of this month. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
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 And I'm crying again, Miss Kim.
I know, you cry, girl.
So
So go out there and change lives, guys. We have 11 days to make such a difference. If you think that you're going to give all those people a vacation with their family, go, share it. And then we'll work on helping them get where they got to go.
So
Okay?
Thank you.
Love you.
thank you,
Thank you.
everybody. I love all you guys.
Have an
Love you.
awesome
Talk to you
day.
soon. Thanks, Miss Kim.
Thank you, honey.
Bye.
Bye.